lockdown will soon be over and we'll able to go back to our normal lives and see each other in the Husayniyah and in the beautiful majlis. Inshallah, we'll now start our program with Quran recitation. We'll allow salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum wa la'an aduhum. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرج. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره صدق الله العلي العظيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم ولعن عدوهم يا كريم. We will now inshallah invite our respected scholar Samahat Sayyid Muhammad Mudarrisi with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ثم الصلاة والسلام على خير أنبياء الله وسيد المرسلين حبيب إله العالمين المصطفى الأمين أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين الغر الميامين لا سيما بقية الله في الأراضين مهدي هذه الأمة وخاتم الأئمة الحجة بن الحسن العسكري روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء. قال الله العظيم في محكم كتابه الكريم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وكونوا مع الصادقين آمنا بالله صدق الله العلي العظيم. Sometimes the companions of Ayyam salawatullahi wa salamu alayhim ajma'in, and even to this day, some mu'mineen, scholars, they remind themselves of the hadith of Ahlul Bayt. And by that I mean, they take a hadith, like the companions of Ayyam, they take a hadith, they write it down, and they put it with their sajada, or where they pray. So every time they start the pray, or before the prayers, or after, they take that piece of paper out and start reading the hadith of the Imam to remind themselves and to keep doing what they are doing. Sometimes these are hadith, that's all beautiful, and you hear it in a majlis, you hear it from someone, from a scholar, you read it somewhere, but it's maybe for a few seconds, a few hours, a few days even, and you forget. So we always need a reminder that this is one of the Imam Salamullah alayhi wasiyah. It's one of his advice, one of his orders to his Shia, to his followers. So it's good to look into some of the hadith that like this one, when Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam, he's telling this to his son Imam Musa al-Kadhim, which Imam Rida alayhi salam said that Imam al-Kadhim, salawatullahi wa salam alayhi ajma'in, he kept this and doing what Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam, his father, told him to do. With this, I begin with the continuation of this beautiful hadith of Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam to his son Imam al-Kadhim. ومن داخل السفهاء حقر ومن خالط العلماء وقر ومن دخل مداخل السوء اتهم. Imam al-Sadiq, in a way here, he says to his son and to us to keep a good company. من داخل السفهاء حقر. Even if you are a scholar, even if you are someone with knowledge, when you keep a stupid companion in a way, or a bad companion in a way. Sufaha, Safi means he doesn't care what's going on. He doesn't care what's going to happen. He just live life as it is. And basically, he doesn't care who says anything, and because he is kind of a person who people the people who know him got away from him, that he stopped caring. I've seen people saying that, I stopped caring a long time ago, for example, for what people say. For what people say, yeah, of course. But if they say something that it's true, that you are a person who needs to review yourself and a person who needs to rebuild himself. Yeah, if you stop caring, then people should stop keeping you company and start avoiding you. So a person who knows better, a person who is who has aql, who has intellects, he needs to keep a good company. وَمَنْ خَالَطَ الْعُلَمَاء وَقِّرْ. What a beautiful hadith. That even if a person is a type of ignorant, ignorant of not he's not at the level of those scholars. Like you've seen some people who go to the scholars sitting. They always sit and listen from the scholars. So, and after a while, they will become scholars themselves. So here Imam Salamullah alayhi says, if you keep a bad company, you will be humiliating yourself. By who? By others. Because they're gonna watch and say, he's like them. وَمَنْ خَالَطَ الْعُلَمَاء, a person who is with the scholars, they will honor him, even if he's not part of them, even though he is not one of them, even though he is not at their level. وَمَنْ دَاخَلَ مَدَاخِلَ السُّوءِ اتُّهِمْ. We have in the Sharia, for example, you have to keep always a good opinion of your brother or sister. Like even if you've seen some people who done something that you thought you've seen something and it is probably something else, the majority of people are not like that. So don't put yourself in that situation. As an example, if a person, for example, he's very thirsty, right? And there's nowhere that it's open unless like it's it's a place who people go sin or whatever. Like, just move on, be more patient, and don't put yourself in that situation. So if someone sees you if someone accidentally stumble upon you and says, see, I've seen this guy like in that kind of place. And with sitting with people who are, as Imam Salamullah alayhi says, sufaha, the opposite of scholar, right? Don't go sit down with those people. Yeah, if you want to go and sit, like maybe to advise them, to guide them, that's a different story, of course. But generally speaking, Imam Salamullah alayhi, Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, says in a beautiful hadith in regards of keeping good companies, and that apply everywhere. It doesn't matter if you live here, you live in a Muslim country, if you live anywhere in the world, you have to have a good friend. Al-mar' ma'a man ahab. A person in the hereafter, he will be with the one he loves. So sometimes a person doesn't commit a sin, but he likes people who commit sin. And that we have the narration from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that a person who love people and love what they did, he will be with them, whether it's good or bad. That's maybe just a reminder, is what Jabir ibn Abdullah al-Ansari radwanullah ta'ala alayh, the great companion of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, said on the grave of Abi Abdullah al-Husayn sallallahu alayhi wa sallam alayh. And that's what we repeat, Ya laytana, we wish, kunna ma'akum. So if I wish and if I say Ya laytana kunna ma'akum, if I want to be with them, right? Will I leave these people? Will I leave these bad company, bad friends? If you don't influence him, he will influence you in a way that you're not going to understand. You're not going to feel. You're not going to realize. Like if he comes to your house and there's a sinner, maybe you say, I just want to keep my distance. We just friend. Yeah, but that will rub on you, whether you want it or not. If, for example, would you keep a company with someone who stinks, like with someone who is from top to bottom is in najasa? You're not gonna, because you will be always afraid that this gonna be rub on you and you will stink as well. It's the same thing with sin, even worse, that we have in the hadith that and I'm paraphrasing, that a person should immediately say istighfar, so the stench of sin not going to expose him. Imam Sadiq salamullah alayh, he described the friends. لا تكون الصداقة إلا بحدودها فمن كانت فيه هذه الحدود أو شيئا منه وإلا فلا تنسبه إلى شيء من الصداقة. So a friend is what Imam Salamullah alayh here says. Otherwise, you don't describe him as a friend. Imam Sadiq Salamullah alayh says the sadaqah is what? A person who will help you in the time of need. A person who not gonna backbite you. A person like Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam describes, there's three things in the Sadiq. What? في نكبته وغيبته ووفاته. Like if in time of need, you will just a true friend from a non-friend of a person who pretend to be a friend. And in time of need, you can test your friend. So في نكبته, when he is what? In time of need. وغيبته, when he's absent. You're not going to backbite him. You're not going to expose him. His secret is safe with you. Your secret is safe with him. Sometimes you see some people are friends for years, for example, and like for one small incident, and they become an enemy, not just an enemy, they start exposing each other. So they're not been a good friend to begin with. وغيبته, when he's absent. ووفاته, when he passed away. I'm sure some of you had friends who passed away, who are in need of your dua, who are in need of you being his friend truly now. Even when he is in need, that is his time of need, that is his time of absence, that is your test of being a good friend or not. And Amir al-Mu'minin salawatullahi wasalam alayhi says in another hadith that as-sadiq as-saduq, a friend is truthful with you. Man nasahaka fi aybik, gives you a true advice of what your problem is, what your fault are. وحفظك في غيبك, again the same thing, that when you are absent, he will be true to his friendship. He will keep you safe. Like we've seen people, I've seen people who, when they're absent, their friends are maybe more closer than family. They will keep their family safe. They will be there when their family needs them. وحفظك في غيبك وآثرك على نفسه. الله أكبر. This is even more beautiful, that sometimes you see a friend is truly a person who favor himself over you. There was this incident in narration in regards of some of the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So they were injured after the war. So they, of course, an injured man, he needs water, and he feels thirsty. So they brought him some water, and he refused. He said, "My friend he's injured as well. So give that to him. He's more thirsty." So when they got to him, said, "No, my other friend is more thirsty. Give it to him." So when they went to that third one or the fourth one, as I don't recall, they saw him that he passed away and he was martyred. And they came back to the second one, so he passed away as well. And the first one. This is the true friendship. And who can forget Abul Fadl Abbas when he threw water on the water, when he remembered the thirst of his Imam and his brother and his family. Salawatullahi wa salam alayhi. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us on the right path, the path of Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Innahu waliyyu tawfiq. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala tayyibin at-tahirin.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم والعن عدوهم يا كريم. Next up, inshallah, we'll have the recitation of Dua Tawasuul with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad wa Ali.
نبي اللهم إني أسألك وأتوجه إليك بنبيك نبي الرحمة محمد صلى الله عليه وآله يا أبا القاسم يا رسول الله يا إمام الرحمة يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند اشفع لنا يا أبا الحسن يا أمير المؤمنين يا علي بن أبي طالب يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا يا فاطمة الزهراء يا بنت محمد يا قرة عين الرسول يا سيدتنا ومولاتنا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيهة عند الله اشفي لنا يا أبا محمد يا حسن بن علي أيها المجتبى يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله يا أبا عبد الله يا حسين بن علي أيها الشهيد يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا يا أبا الحسن يا علي بن الحسين يا زين العابدين يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا يا أبا جعفر يا محمد بن علي أيها الباقر يا ابن رسول الله يا وجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا يا أبا عبد الله يا جعفر بن محمد أيها الصادق يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا يا أبا الحسن يا موسى بن جعفر أيها الكاظم يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه إن شاء الله به همین زودی تو نروش کنار قبر مطهرش کاظمین علیهم السلام اونجا عرض ادب کنیم اونجا دست به شبکه‌های زرین مطهر و سر بگذاریم بگیم السلام علی المهذب فی دار السجود و ظلم المطامیر والساق المردود بلغ الغيوب والجنازة المنادى عليها بذل الاستغفار والوارد على جد المصطفى وعلى أبيه المرتضى وعلى جدته فاطمة الزهراء منتظر بودن آقا را آزاد کنن یه وقت دیدن در زندان باز شد نازنین بدنش رو تخت پاره‌ای بیرون اومد یکی جلو جنازه صدا میزنه آقا امام الرفضه آقا امام الرفضه گویا این رسم از کربلا و کوفه و شام باقی مانده بود یه نفر جلو سرای به نیزه زده شده میدوید سر بریده ابی عبدالله رو نشون مردم میداد این صدا میزدی سر خارجی حسین حسین جانم خدایا به موسی بن جعفر علیه السلام فرج امام زمانمون برسان یا ابا الحسن یا موسی بن جعفر ایها الکاظم یا ابن رسول الله یا حجة الله علی خلقه یا سیدنا و مولانا انا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك الى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا يا أبا الحسن يا علي يا ابن موسى أيها الرضا يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا يا أبا جعفر يا محمد بن علي أيها التقي الجواد يا ابن رسول الله، يا حجة الله على خلقه، يا سيدنا ومولانا، إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله، وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله، اشفع لنا يا أبا الحسن يا علي يا ابن محمد، أيها الهادي النبي يا ابن رسول الله، يا حجة الله على خلقه، يا سيدنا ومولانا، إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله، وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله، اشفع لنا يا أبا محمد يا حسن بن علي، أيها الزكي العسكري يا ابن رسول الله، يا حجة الله على خلقه، يا سيدنا ومولانا، إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله، وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله، اشفع لنا يا وصي الإحسان والخلف الحجة، أيها القائم المنتظر المهدي يا ابن رسول الله، يا حجة الله على خلقه، يا سيدنا ومولانا، إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله، وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله، اشفع لنا يا وجيها يا وجيها عند الله، اشفع لنا عند الله.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
يا سادتي وموالي، إني توجهت بكم همتي وعدتي ليوم فقري وحاجتي إلى الله، وتوسلت بكم إلى الله، واستشفعت بكم إلى الله، فاشفعوا لي عند الله، واستنقذوا لي من ذنوبي عند الله، فإنكم وسيلتي إلى الله، وبحبكم وبقربكم أرجو نجاة من الله، فكونوا عند الله رجائي يا سادتي يا أولياء الله، صلى الله عليهم أجمعين، ولعن الله أعداء الله الظالمين من الأولين والآخرين، آمين رب العالمين.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم ولعن عدوهم يا كريم. Inshallah, that will conclude our program. Just before we finish off with the ziyarah, I'd like to ask everyone to recite our Surah Al-Fatiha for all of the marhumin and marhumat after salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum wa la'an aduhum ya kareem. السلام عليك يا رسول الله حبيب الله محمد صلى الله عليه وآله ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا علي أمير المؤمنين ابن أبي طالب أسد الله الغالب ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام على فاطمة البتول سيدة نساء العالمين ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام على سبطين الرحمة وإمامين الهدى الحسن والحسين سيدي شباب أهل الجنة ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. والسلام على 9 المعصومين من ذرية الحسين علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والخلف الهادي المهدي عجل الله تعالى فرج الشريف. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا يا أرحم الراحمين. صلوات اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم ولعن عدوهم يا كريم.